Welcome to the history of Australia. Australia has a long and interesting history. Many people have lived here for thousands of years. Let's learn about the history of Australia together. The first people in Australia are the Aboriginal Australians. They have lived here for over 65,000 years. They have many stories and cultures. They are the traditional owners of the land. In the 1600s, European explorers came to Australia. The first European was Willem Johnson. He arrived in 1606. He was from the Netherlands. Captain James Cook arrived in 1770. He explored the east coast of Australia. He claimed the land for Great Britain. His journey was very important in history in 1788. The first fleet arrived in Australia. It brought prisoners from England. They settled in Sydney. This was the beginning of the British colony. Life in the colony was hard. The settlers had to build homes and find food. Many people struggled to survive. They worked hard to make a new life. In the 1850s, there was a gold rush. Many people came to Australia to find gold. They came from different countries. The gold rush brought many changes. In 1901, Australia became a federation. The states united to form one nation. This was an important step in Australian history. People celebrated this new country. Australia fought in World War I and World War II. Many Australians served in the army. They fought for their country and freedom. These wars changed Australia forever. After World War II, many people came to Australia. They came from Europe and Asia. Australia became a multicultural country. Different cultures added to Australian life. In the 1960s, Indigenous Australians began to fight for their rights. They wanted recognition and equality. The movement grew, and many people supported it in the 1990s. Australia started reconciliation efforts. People worked to heal relationships between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. It is an ongoing process today. Australia is a diverse and modern country. It has a strong economy and a rich culture. People from many backgrounds live together. Australia is known for sports. Many Australians love cricket and swimming. The country has many champions. Sports are a big part of life in Australia. Australians care about the environment. There are many national parks and protected areas. People work to protect the land and animals. Australia has many beautiful cities. Each city has its own unique culture and attractions. Sydney is the largest city in Australia. It is famous for the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Many tourists visit Sydney every year. The city has beautiful beaches like Bondi Beach, where people enjoy swimming and surfing. The Sydney Opera House opened in 1973 and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Melbourne is known for its art, music, and food. The city has many galleries and theatres. It is famous for coffee and delicious restaurants. Melbourne also has beautiful parks and gardens. People love to walk along the Yarra River. Melbourne is often called the cultural capital of Australia. Brisbane is the capital of Queensland. It has a warm climate and lots of sunshine. The city is near the Gold Coast and Sunshine Coast popular vacation spots. Brisbane has beautiful parks and the Brisbane River, where people can take boat rides. Perth is the capital of Western Australia. It is located on the southwest coast. The city has beautiful beaches, like Cottis Beach. Perth is known for its parks and gardens, including Kings Park, which has amazing views of the city. Adelaide is the capital of South Australia. It is known for its festivals and food. The city has a lovely central market where people buy fresh produce. Adelaide is close to wine regions like the Barossa Valley, famous for its wine. Hobart is the capital of Tasmania. It is a small city with a rich history. Hobart has beautiful views of the mountain Wellington. The city is famous for its Salamanca market, where you can find local crafts and food. Hobart is the second oldest capital city in Australia. After Sydney, Canberra is the capital city of Australia. It was specially built to be the capital. The city has many national buildings like the Parliament House and the Australian War Memorial. Canberra is known for its parks and gardens. Canberra was chosen as the capital in 1908 to resolve the rivalry between Sydney and Melbourne. Darwin is the capital of the Northern Territory. It has a tropical climate and is known for its diverse culture. The city is close to Kakadu National Park, which has amazing wildlife and natural beauty. Darwin has beautiful sunsets over the Tior Sea. Darwin is the closest Australian city to Asia. The Gold Coast is famous for its stunning beaches and theme parks many people visit for holidays. The city has tall buildings and a lively nightlife. It is a great place for surfing and enjoying the sun. Thank you for learning. The history of Australia is rich and diverse. There are many stories to tell. Thank you for learning about the history of Australia with me. If you enjoy the story, please like, subscribe, and share.